Look, we'll get on to your views about the banking sector in a bit, but first explain to us what you mean by neoclassical economics.
Okay, it's a theory of the economy which argues that it consists of utility maximising individuals and profit maximising firms.
People who pursue their own interests.
Yeah, who work together in a system that reaches ultimate harmony, where that harmony it means all prices in all markets reach equilibrium or tend towards equilibrium, and they model the economy as if it has no money, no banks and no debt. And for that reason, it had no idea that a crisis caused by banks lending too much money and creating too much debt was about to hit the world.
To be clear, it's not that they ignore the existence of banks, they just think banks and debt and money are neutral to the workings of the system.
They think you can model the macroeconomy without modelling either money or banks.
And when you have a go at mainstream economics, that is the bit you're having a go at.
Exactly. Well, we can't model the economy without the trio of banks, money and debt. If we have a model of macroeconomy that excludes any of those, we don't have a model of capitalism.
And just explain to us why this huge swathe of professional economists ended up not realising the importance of banking and debt. How did we get there?
It starts from a vision that really persuades the students when they don't have enough exposure to money and debt, that money and debt don't matter.
They have a lot of exposure in reality to money and debt.
They do now.
In particular the latter.
They do. But when they arrive as naive students at the university, they're given this little exercise to say, well, let's say, work out what your preferences are and work out what your income is and what relative prices are. Work out what you therefore consume given that information. And now let's double all prices and double your income. What happens? The answer is, oh, nothing. I still buy the same amount. They say, well, therefore, money is just a veil over barter. We can ignore the role of money in modelling capitalism, and on we go. That is only true in a world without credit and a world without debt and a world without banks. We don't live on that planet.
What is wrong with tools that have worked, even if they only work outside of a major once-in-a-100-year depression? What is wrong with tools that work 99% of the time?
Well, if that was true, which it's not, the one time you need them is during the depression. You need them to stop it happening, not cause it, and then say it was okay, it wasn't our fault. You know, we worked out the good times. That was Bernanke's ridiculous excuse after the crisis because they gave us the good times. Totally delusional. Sorry, totally delusional. You don't need economists to have an economy. You do need engineers to have a bridge. Okay? Now, if engineers built bridges the same way economists built the economy, there'd be so many crashes, we'd reform the industry straight away. Economists can get away with it and bask in the glory of a false boom and congratulate themselves for causing it.
Now,